top of the day to you guys out there. I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone and when we have been able to upload this video. Remember, this is INI TV. We are global and social commentators. This channel is dedicated for a new Nigeria that is to come. We are dedicated for better governance. We are dedicated because we believe that Nigeria is the greatest country in Africa. And like what Donald Trump said, that Africa is a shithole, he's not far from the truth. And we believe that if Nigeria gets it right, it will be a big plus to the Africa continent. We'll see searching for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We were supposed to make a video yesterday. We said, okay, let us watch the summit that is going on in Paris, because we were told that Bola Ahmed Tinubu was going to attend the Paris summit. Behold, he was not there. Or at least, he didn't attend the summit. This was a confirmation of what we had, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu was sick again, and he had to be flew to France for checkup, for the renewal of the batteries, or for bringing him some vital issues to get him back to life. Don't forget, Bola Ahmed Tinubu officially would be or is around 85, 86, 87 years, as opposed to 71 that he claimed. So he is an old man. And that is why we were all shouting. The toughest job in the land is the office of the presidency. Shouldn't be given to the weakest man on the land. But Nigeria has always been like that. Nigeria has always been like that. Look at the calibers of people ruling us. They are the worst set of people. They are people that cannot even rule their own community. They come out as governors, ministers, senate members, and all the rest. This is where we find ourselves. And that is why we in this channel is crying every day. We need to change. The good news today is Nigeria needs to get. Some might say it's not a good news, but to me, it's a good news. INEC, we just discovered by the PDP team. You will recall that it's not only Peter Obi that has taken or dragged INEC and APC to court. Even the PDP team is also there contesting the outcome of the results. And the PDP team was able to prove two things. First of all, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu certificates in Chicago University was forged, fake. I don't really know if we should say it was forged or fake, but we discovered that the man called Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the Chicago State University was a female, and they brought proof. And that female was American citizen by naturalization. So the question we are asking now, is Bola Ahmed Tinubu a female? Don't forget, there's still a lot of questions we could not answer. Like, for example, is Bola Ahmed Tinubu from Guinea? Is he a Nigerian by birth or by association? It was not just that alone. We also discovered through the PDP team that INEC has deleted all the presidential results. A lot of people are angry. Yeah, it is true. It is what somebody should be angry about. And I think the first thing to do is the civil society associations, movements, bodies should sue the INEC chairman to court, because that's a criminal act. How would he mortgage the life of 2 million Nigerians? How would he deceive 2 million Nigerians? And how would he play with 2 million Nigerians? We're waiting for the civil society. When I had this issue, I weep. How I wish Gani Fawemi was alive. He does not let things like this or people like this go unpunished. So for me, it's a good news. I told the guy, I said, it's a good news A lot of people say, how? Now, INEC does not have a proof because according to what we have, they have deleted what they have in the beavers. What does that mean? Two things. Either they accidentally deleted it or they consciously deleted it. And if they consciously deleted it, it means they are hiding something. And this has been what we've said from the initial stage, that there have been something fishy. That INEC did not go according to what he planned, did not go according to what he promised. So INEC does not have the results, does not have the proof to say this was why we declare Bola Ahmed Tinubu the president elect. So that's, for me, a good news. It is not crystal clear. It is, in fact, with the evidence of labor, like I said before, the victory was already guaranteed. So this is just an addition, a plus to this case. And no judge born of a woman will come around and say INEC was right to have done what she did. Like I said before, INEC should be persecuted. It's a criminal act to deceive 2 million Nigerians, to take 2 million Nigerians for granted. In fact, in a serious country, somebody like Professor Mamu Yakubu will be taken as a national threat, a threat to the nation, and could be persecuted for saboteur, blasphemy, treason, whatever you want to classify this crime. So that's for the court case. Remember, they are finally going to run up their cases on Monday next week. Labour Party will run up. It's time for PDP will run up. INEC and APC to make their own defense or reply to what the other parties have put forward. Like what we said before, it's 7-up. It's so clear. So clear. So now to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, like Wulad was sick again, and he had to go see his doctors so that he will be recharged. The question I want to ask Nigeria, we are about 220 million Nigeria. Does it mean we could not get one heady man to be the president of the country? Sometimes I look at the whole thing, I just laugh. How did we get to this stage? He go land, he go land, he go land. And butterfly did enter bush. That is how we got to this stage. Why? Because many of us are not talking. We are mutes. We keep quiet. That is why we are encouraging a lot of people to come out and speak up. Speak truth to power. We know fully well that the DSS is an instrument in the hands of those in governance, those in government now. But it is important that we speak truth to power. Peter Obi coming into the political scene have changed everything. And now people are beginning to ask questions. People are beginning to question the government. And that is how it should be. For example, 2 days ago, there was a news flying about that the presidency want to increase the salary of the executive, the judiciary, and the legislative arm of government. I think with the way people have reacted, they are beginning to retrieve their step that they didn't know where the news came from. We are still watching them. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as we allegedly have said, want to increase the salary of these three arms of government, the politicians, the legislative, the judges, 114% increase. Who are these politicians? These are politicians that we, since for the past 20 years, have been crying that our politicians, our legislative, and the judicial arms of the government are hardly paid. Please go back and watch my video. I made a video how much a senator gets. Close to 30 million as compared to a well-trained surgeon, which is not even up to a million, probably 700,000 naira, as compared to 30 million. In addition to the benefit that comes with it as somebody, a legislator. And that is why most of our professions are leaving. And instead of reducing those salary, those fat salary of the executive, the legislative, and the judicial arms of government, and compensating with those at the bottom, the minimum wage in Nigeria is 40,000 naira. 40,000 naira. What would 40,000 naira do? A man with two wives, a gardener married with two wives, what would 40,000 do? When a bag of rice is 45 and above. So we told you guys that with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, it's going to be 1 week of one trouble. You know why? Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not fit to do the job. Because why? That job, presidency, is a man's job. A man in the sense that you have to be physically, psychologically, emotionally matured, developed, trained, and equipped to be able to carry the country forward. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I'm not saying this as trying to make jest out of him. He's not able to take care of himself. And he wants to take care of 230 million Nigerians. He wants to take care of 160 million Nigeria under poverty level. He wants to take care of 90,000, close to 90,000 youths unemployed. And instead of trying to fight against the debt that we have, that should be the first thing we should do. We are owing 77 trillion, not billion, trillion. And if you divide it by Nigeria, the number of is owing close to $230. $230. And if you convert that to Naira, which I think is about 70 something now, so each Nigeria is owing close to 200,000. That should be the first thing Bola Ahmed Tinubu should address. But he cannot and he will not. You know why? It's not as if he's not intelligent enough to do that. When you stole a mandate that is not yours, it's like a curse. Whatever you do, even if it's the right decision, will turn out to be bad. Remember the first subsidy that he removed? It turns out to be bad. He has sacked the CBN governor. Most of us said yes, he should be sacked. But what happened? The instructions, the northerner are a little bit angry now because a lot of people are dragged into it. Remember, the minister of humanitarian affairs dragged into it. Buhari is also dragged into it. You know why people in the north are angry? Because the man dragging these people are not better in terms of being clean than those he is dragging. So it's the case of a pot calling the kettle black. And that is why people will always oppose. People will always come out and say, even if the decision you've taken is right, people will always look at you. You are not even in the first place the right person to take this decision. And just like what the Bible says, if you sit on a mandate that is not yours, if you are roped on a rope that is not yours, you will always make wrong decisions. You will always make wrong decisions. You know why? Because God is giving it to you as a sign that you should live. You should live. You should live. Remember when Moses went to Egypt, Pharaoh was giving a sign, up to 10 plagues, to warn him, let my people go. Let my people go. And that is exactly what we think God is telling Bola Ahmed Tinubu today. Let my people go. Whatever decision you take might turn out to be bad because it is not you in the first place that is to take that decision. Anyway, we're still looking out to see if he will appear in the Paris summit or if he's going to spend the 2 weeks in the hospital bed in Paris. Allegedly, that's what we were told. We don't know. But we did not see him in the Paris summit. So if he's not in the Paris summit, he's elsewhere. And where else could that be? You and I know. Again, this is Ili TV. We are global and social commentators. We'll ask you to please subscribe to this channel. All we do here is preach good governance. We speak truth to power. We give our own little contribution how this country will be great. And like the saying goes, no one knows it all. So we'll ask you to please comment too. If you think we are not making sense or we're going the wrong way, call us back by commenting and tell us what you think. And we also want you to please like. And after that, subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this great movement. Subscribe to A New Nigeria. We'll keep bringing you news as it's unfolding. But we also, in our little way, make our own contribution. And after you've subscribed, just press the notification bell button so that each time we upload video, it comes directly to you. You won't bother looking for our videos. And for our returning subscribers, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. You've been such a wonderful family. And we could only say one thing, thank you. And as the saying goes, the man who says thank you is saying two things. He's telling you that he appreciates what you've done and also asking you to do more. As it is the culture in this channel. We'll catch you when we make the next video. But we will not leave without telling you, ciao, adios, au revoir, chooks, hasta la vista, bye-bye.